So for the Trailblazers, Batum comes in for Brandon Roy.
Damn it.
Wesley Matthews subbed in for Andre Miller. Here's King. Aldridge kicks to Matthews. Wallace left side. Stolen away.
Got a great jump on the ball there, Kevin.
You mentioned that beat-up front line, Clark. Luckily, Portland was able to land handy mid-season help against the bigs in the West.
Yeah, I don't know how they would have done going up against the Duncans and Gasols night in and night out without Canby. He's such a reliable inside presence, particularly as a rebounder and a shot blocker.
Dawson in at small forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Nate Robinson. And it's Ibaka and Durant. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Let's go to our great sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for an update. Doris?
Kevin, Russell Westbrook in just his third season in the league, but this guy won't back down from anyone, and that in itself makes him a leader. Just as Kevin Durant, he said he's the leader. If you watch us play in games or in practices, he's the one who keeps us together. Just one more reason the Thunder's so happy to have him. Guys, back to you.
Pretty impressive, Doris. Thanks. Kevin Durant, 6'9", in his fourth season out of the University of Texas. Perhaps Clark, the youngest superstar player in the NBA.
Well, he started early, Kevin. From the age of 10 on, he began working out with the local rec center coach who put him through the ringer. Heel sprints, defensive slide drills. He did it all and never backed away from it.
They couldn't beat the buzzer. That's a turnover. Portland leading, and they played the Thunder once earlier in the season.
And the last time, boy, it was a real aggressive game against these guys. Got them into a lot of foul trouble by attacking the basket, and they ended up with a decisive win.
Clark, if you can get the other side to commit early fouls and have to take a seat, you're forcing guys to play who are not used to heavy minutes.
And no matter how much they practice minutes and game minutes are totally different. So it can be tough for those reserves.
So it's Portland now. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Looking ahead to the next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll take on the Hornets. And that game will be game 2 with 3 straight on the road. It's blocked. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
I love the unselfish.
And then Durant with the jam. Replay here. Right Sandstrom showing it once more.
That dunk made a statement right there.
Now putting on a show, Clark. Such an impressive move. So it's Portland now. They trail by 1. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
They did a lot of things right. An awful lot was done right, especially at the offensive end. I thought they did a nice job exploiting every possession. They were smart with the ball, and they really looked very fluid. Nothing was forced.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Portland. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the 3rd best record in the conference. Of course, there's the Thunder, 2 games back.
Boy, still looking for their first win against this team. They've got to be extra motivated to try to get off the snide against these guys.
Goes up. Wallace misses.
He's usually automatic from that close. The defense must have affected.
Robinson for 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And the Thunder lead by 4. Batum with the ball. He dumps it off. Wallace. The tray. Oh!
That's why he's got the reputation as one of the NBA's great rebounders. Because of putbacks like that.
Well, that's what we've become accustomed to when he gets in position under the glass like that. It's Durant on the wing. Behind the arc. Durant with another miss.
It's not been a day to remember, but if they get the win, I'm sure being the team player that he is, he'll be fine.
Batum, good. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
One of the things that I thought made a big impact was their ability to knock down the three-point shot consistently. They didn't waste time with the ball. When the open 3 was available, they shot it.
For the Thunder, Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Ibaka. And Nick Collison subbed in for Kevin Durant. Portland also making some changes. Rudy Fernandez is checked in for Wallace. Loy comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Andre Miller is subbed in for Wesley Matthews. Boy against Robinson. Westbrook passes to Robinson. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Well, it's obvious they definitely come out ahead when it comes to rebounding in this particular contest. Boxing out, good positioning, and then pursuing the pumpkin.
Roy against Westbrook. The shot's good from Roy. Roy's got 6. Oklahoma City trailer. Outside Westbrook. Perkins can be covering, and Perkins backs in. Kendrick Perkins, a legit old-school NBA center, Clark, something you don't see so much in the NBA these days.
No, and what's really impressive about that, Kevin, is this kid came right out of high school, a big body. He's really toned his body up. But you're right, he is an old-school center in that he doesn't have any worries or concerns about being offensive-minded. He'll take his shots when they come, but he'll set screens, he'll rebound the ball at both ends, and he'll bang to try to make it tough on the opposing center. Very comfortable in doing the work that old-school centers used to do more consistently in the past.
And it's Fernandez missing. And here are the Thunder now. They trail by 1. Outside Westbrook. Here's Dawson, dismissed. Tight game here in Oklahoma City. Miller outside. Three-pointer Fernandez. Shot is off. And the Thunder go the other way. Outside Westbrook. Defended by Fernandez. Here's Robinson. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Here comes Andre Miller. He's got 10. Also Westbrook with the rebound. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Pass to Collison. It's dumped off. Roy against Robinson. From downtown. Kept alive. Now Perkins. Now Westbrook. 8 points for him. Collison with a screen on Miller. Here's Dawson. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Ill-advised shot there. No question about it.
Going back to the Thunder and the Lakers last playoffs, it was the league's lowest paid roster, going blow for blow with the league's most expensive one.
Well, money isn't always the answer. The case in point there was David versus Goliath. That kind of matchup for sure, but only in payroll. The Thunder have more than their share of outstanding, talented players.
Robinson against Roy. 5 on the clock. Robinson, that's good.
Those floaters are difficult to hit, but he made it look easy right there.
Now a timeout called by Portland. A different look for Oklahoma City. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Collison. Durant comes in for Nate Robinson. And it's Maynard in for Russell Westbrook. Portland also making some changes. Greg Oden, he's checked in for Camden. Wallace comes in for Rudy Fernandez. Lance Mills in for Andre Miller. And you have to enjoy the gamesmanship of the veteran Phil Jackson against the young Durant going into those games.
Well, Phil is a master at it. He's a fantastic coach, and he loves to prod and prick the opposing teams and players. The young fella Kevin Durant, though, seemed to handle it fairly well from my estimation.
Here's Maynard. Durant for 3. Aldridge snatches down the defensive board.
He's had some problems finding the range here in this quarter.
Wallace kicks to Aldridge. And here's Mills. Roy up on top. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit.
This is what happens when the defense lags. Wrong guy to give an opening to.
Here's Maynard. It's a 3-point game. Last game he had 10 points. Pass to Durant. Fades back. Durant with another miss.
He just hasn't been able to get on track in this game. Not like he would like to. He's a much better shooter than he's shown.
And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. With Gerald Wallace's physical, almost reckless style of play, injuries we know have been a proven obstacle, including concussions.
Yeah, he's had a number of those. Back in 08, he suffered a